What's going on? This is My Life in the Show. I'm your host, Donald Washington. Now, I got a positive story. It takes a village to raise a child. However, positive stories. I was talking about this with somebody the other day, and we was talking about positivity in the media and how come we don't see enough positive stories. There's a guy, spelling bee champion. People that's getting scholarships to Harvard. We got scholars at Harvard, Yale, stuff like that. But only the negativity hits the news. My Facebook page, My Life in the Chi, I show you things that go on in Chicago, the news stories that's in the news, and it's a lot of negativity. I want to bring you guys some positivity. This is My Life in the Chi. So, for those of you guys who do want to support me, I got the Chicago Way documentary out. It's done. It's on political corruption, violence, and gangs in Chicago. It's called the Chicago Way documentary. You can watch it on Amazon. I'm going to bring you guys a story about, why do I say it takes a village to raise a child? This is going to be a young guy. His older brother is going to beat him up because he didn't go to school. Take a look at this.
You want to fight now? I bet you go to school tomorrow.
Come on, you keep talking.
I bet you go tomorrow.
Come on, ain't no not.
Better go to school, nigga.
Nigga, I go to CB.
Nigga, you ain't go today.
That's what I did.
Where everybody else at then?
Nigga, everybody don't go to CB.
Get one more person close time. You better go to school, nigga. Nigga, shut up, nigga. We ain't even hit you hard, nigga.
Right, y'all don't want to fade one by one. I want to get pep there.
Who you want first?
Who you want first?
Who you want first? Yeah, who you want first? Oh, nigga, ain't no motherfucking one-on-one, nigga. Ain't no one-on-one, nigga. Ain't no motherfucker. Who a fuck nigga? Who a fuck nigga? No. You get out there. Alright, get you some on. Get you some on. Look, he got that bitch. Don't grab him, alright? Grab that nigga, alright? Grab that nigga one time. That's what happens when you don't go to school. Get his ass one time, alright? We're gonna Michael Jordan.
Man, I like to see positive stuff like that because so much misery loves company. Let me say that again. Misery loves company. People love to see you miserable, and if they can make you as miserable as them on the streets, then they would. Finally, it's time out for watching and letting our young brothers fail. Even the ones on the street, if you fail, don't watch your young brothers fail. Let them do better than you. You know what happened when you didn't go to school. You're still on the streets, gangbanging, selling drugs, smoking weed all day, standing in front of liquor stores. You know where that's going to end. It's time out for letting our young brothers fail. Teach them. Take your ass to school. Get the hell up off these streets. Don't stand over here like us. Get your ass out of here. Go to school. If you don't, we're going to have to answer to us. We're going to beat you up every day, and we're going to talk about you every day. That's a good older brother. That's a brother. Takes a village, man. And so it needs to take, the responsibility is on all of us. One of our children fail, we all fail. We all covered up in it. Ain't no big eyes, little U's, man. As a community, if we don't come together, we're doomed. We're doomed. A lot of people just want to give up on the children in the community. But you give up on them, now you got to send your kids out there in the community. Now, when one of them hurts your child, that's when it hits home. When one of them burglarizes your house, they got to go to school with these kids. So we got to teach them correctly. It's time out for teaching them that selling drugs and smoking weed and drinking is cool. Stop teaching these kids that smoking weed. You know how much chemicals they are putting in this weed? They're putting hella chemicals in this weed, and it's making them bananas. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm against young children smoking weed. Well, at least on a regular basis. Now, recreational, cool. But it depends on how old they are. Younger, man, get through college and then do what you do. Get through college and after that, man, because you don't want any distractions while you trying to study and get your life together and straight. It's time out to telling our kids this type of stuff is cool, man, to ditch school. That's why a lot of these kids do it, man. They think the older cats, they think they're going to get clout on the streets and cats going to like it and respect them and have some cool points on the street. It's time out for that. We must speak up as a people. We cannot let our children fail. And that's what we're doing. And this is why they turn out so horrible. And then you wonder why the black community is in such horrible shape and all these killers on the street. Is because it starts there, right there on the block. You let them ditch school. I can tell you exactly where they're headed. If they would have let this young brother ditch school every day, fail school, I can tell you exactly where he'll be in 5 years. He's going to be dead or in jail. That's it. Dead or in jail. Exactly where he's going to turn out if he does not go to school. That's a fact. He'll be dead or in jail. You got 2 places to go. That's it. That's why it's must. You teach these children first. Teach them early. 7, 8 years old, you got to teach them about college. Where you going to go to college at? What do you want to be? Start thinking about it now. 8. Not 18. And you don't have to ask your kids. You tell them. You're going to college. You're going to school. You're going to make something of your life. And even if it's not college, some type of something, whether it's sports, that's cool. But do something. Even, you know what? I was having this conversation and we were saying, will it be better for just to send a lot of these kids to the Army, to the Navy? It's a lot of benefit plus discipline. And what a lot of children not getting on the streets is discipline. It's a lot of money. Their kids go to college free. They get paid. They get discipline. And if they go at 18, 19, they could come out a man. With money, with benefits, with a job, and they could become something. And we were asking, should they be sent to the Army, to the Navy? And that was the debate. You know what? Because one of my homeboys, he was in the Navy, and he traveled all over the world. You get to travel. Once upon a time, I was against any of us going to the Army. I was like, no way. But now I'm starting to rethink that. Should a lot of us send our children straight to the military? Well, I would tell you this. Well, if you fail to teach them to go to school and to become something, if you let them smoke weed and drink, then you should probably send them to the military. If you cannot control them, if you don't want to teach them to go to school, if you don't want to teach them to make something in his life, if you're not working every day, if you not have some curricular activity after high school, or plan to go to college after high school, or a trade, or something, then send them to the military. Send them to the Army, send them to the Navy, to the something. But it's time out just to let them do nothing. We see where that's getting us. We see where that's gotten us. We see the shape and the horrendous condition our communities are in. And here it is, we let foreigners walk right into our community, get rich and walk right out. We let foreigners come into this community, and they're thriving. Every one of them. That's why they're fighting to get in here. We the only ones not thriving yet. Anyway, I could go all day. Anyway, I got a lot of shows coming for you. Got some special guests. Peace. Make sure you like, comment. Let me know what you think about this video. Also, watch The Chicago Way. It's on Amazon. You can type in The Chicago Way on Amazon. I won Best Director. And it was in the film festival with a lot of other films. Great film. Peace.